Welcome back to Book Daddies, everybody. We have a very fun episode coming up. I am Adam. Who are you, man?
Austin.
Sorry.
Thought for a minute you forgot your own name.
And we have a guest.
Hey.
What's your name, guest?
Oh, I thought you were going to introduce me. My name's Mindy.
Okay, this is our friend Mindy Christen. Before we get started, I just want to run over a couple things. First is to hit that like and subscribe button. We love interacting with you guys. Go ahead and make sure you leave some comments down below. Let us know what you'd like to see from us. We always do one book review per month and one fun video per month. So it's a kind of 2-month kind of thing.
Right.
Yep.
And we're also coming up on 100 subscribers on YouTube, which means we're going to be doing a giveaway soon, right? And we're actually going to be giving away a copy of The Stardust Grail.
Yep, which is going to be our book review for this month, which will be happening at the end of the month. Stay tuned to the end of the video for details on that giveaway if you are interested in winning a copy of that.
All right.
Okay, let's get into it, man.
All right, we're here with our good friend Mindy today. She is a member of our writing group, so we spend a lot of time with her workshopping our different pieces that we're each working on. But you got some pretty exciting news. What's going on in your life with your writing?
Well, you guys have read it, which is really exciting being part of the workshop group. But I have finally compiled an entire novel. I have revised it, edited it, typeset it. I'm ready to put it into production, and it is going to be published April 30th of 2026.
That's exciting. That's really cool.
What is the book called, Mindy?
The book is called My Dear Flinchy. And it's, I don't know. It was a working title in the beginning, and then it just stuck. It just was perfect because it became kind of an absurdist, almost a little campy of a book. So the title ended up fitting.
Awesome.
Nice.
Now, what is your book about?
So the book is actually about a disillusioned woman named Harley, who, really down on her luck, has decided that she needs to go east and get away from the West, which she feels is pushing her out. She feels like she doesn't belong there anymore, but she is kind of a degenerate and she cannot hold money to save her life, and she needs cash to go east just to get away. So she ends up playing poker at a poker table where she is able to get a job taking a stinky magical white cow south to Hawksong, a little town. And this cow ends up being a nightmare. And she runs into a kid, just this 18-year-old guy named Cade Kit, who ends up having magical powers that would help her greatly in achieving this quest. And she decides that she's going to use him and lose him. That's the synopsis.
That's the synopsis. Love it.
Now, if you weren't picking up on it, she has a kind of a unique setting. Will you tell us a little bit more about the world building and setting that you put together for this book?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm not much of a cowgirl in aesthetic. The agricultural country music thing is not me. I mean, anybody who knows me can attest to that. But for some reason, I ended up writing about a cowgirl and a lumbering farm animal. And I realized that the reason I did was because I wanted to add a little flair. I'm really into indie folk music. And so I wanted my novel to feel like indie folk in Utah. So this is an homage to Utah specifically, and my love for my state and my love for the American Southwest desert. I'm an avid hiker, really into it. I'll hike the Red Rocks any day, all the time, if I could. And
They weren't 4 hours away.
Yeah, 4 hours away is not a big deal for me.
Well, yeah, but like you can't just go on a afternoon hike.
Well, she does sometimes. Sometimes she'll
No, but
be
like not
all right,
to
guys, I'm out. I'm going to wherever, St. George.
Yeah, or
I
I'll
guess
do a
that's true,
day
yeah.
trip.
Yeah.
I'll straight up do a day trip down to Arches or to Goblin Valley sometimes.
Oh, yeah, that's not what I'm saying though.
I know. It's not like hiking up into the Wasatch Mountains in 15 minutes.
Adam, stop being a prick.
Sorry.
No, but one of my favorite pastimes while I'm hiking is being really slow and intentionally there in the nature. And I love to ask myself questions like, oh, if this plant existed in a fantasy world, what would it do? What kind of magic would it have? Would it smell like your favorite dessert when it's in bloom? And so that's actually what happened with every element of the desert in this novel. The reason the world is so special is because there are sandstone arches that portal you to other arches. There are hoodoos, in kind of like in Goblin Valley. If anybody knows what Goblin Valley looks like, it shows up in my book. It's like a short distance portal. So imagine a gunfight happening between different little hoodoos, and you kind of run through one, and like 2 seconds away you're over here, and then you're back here, and it's all very chaotic. But the Red Rock amphitheaters, they can actually herald back ancestors from the dead. You can listen to them if you're praying to them. There are sandstorms that come in through the terrain that give you hallucinations if you're not magically capable of dealing with that.
Let's not forget the giant ass scorpions.
Yeah.
I needed to add a very dangerous element to the story, and it came in the form of colossal scorpions. So those are fun. They're really scary, and there's a lot of them that show up in the book, so that's really fun. There's the night sky appears quite often in this. It's got some more personal connections to me, but it doesn't have anything magical per se. It just features really heavily because the night sky is beautiful and vast and scary all at once. And I thought it added a great backdrop to the book.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. What you mentioned indie folk
Yeah.
music, which I also love.
Yeah.
Who was the main artist that you're listening to during the time of writing this?
Good
Ooh,
question.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
I thought of that myself.
that's a
Oh, you're so smart.
what
I
a
take
great
it back, you're not a
question.
prick.
So one of the songs that is intrinsically connected to Harley, that she actually plays on the guitar in the book, but I'm not kind of allowed to use his lyrics, copyright reasons, is Jolene by Ray LaMontagne.
Oh, is that like a cover of Dolly Parton's Jolene?
No, I don't think so, actually.
Oh, interesting. I haven't heard that one. I haven't heard that song by Ray Lemon.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
really good. It's also kind of the basis as to why Harley became queer.
Huh.
I really the song is just so beautiful, and I wanted her to be connected to it in some way. But
Make her gay.
yeah, exactly. Spoiler alert, Harley's a lesbian, but that isn't the main focus of the book at all.
It's not a part of it.
Okay, so Harley's theme song is Jolene by Ray LaMontagne.
Yeah.
Okay, now I want a theme song for Kit, Arcade Kit,
Yeah.
and Flinchy.
Oh dear. Flinchy the cow. There's a song that features on my social media a few times. It's A Horse with No Name.
Classic.
Yes, I don't remember the artist's name at the moment, but I think that tune actually brought a lot of viewers to my TikTok. So that one, I don't know. Cade didn't really have a song, really. Maybe because Cade is, interestingly enough, Cade is actually kind of like my little brother's put into him. And he's just goofy, and he's an Easterner, so he doesn't really vibe with maybe a lot of the indie folk songs that I kind of have queued up in my playlist, because he's just different. He's supposed to be kind of posh and all that, and I never really assigned a song to him in my head.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas.
Oh my goodness.
So you mentioned that in some part Cade was inspired by your brothers. I'm curious if anybody else from your life made it into your book to some degree.
I want to know if I'm in your book because I'm that narcissistic.
Okay. You're not.
But I am.
No, that's actually a really great question. I think intrinsically a lot of writers' friends and families are always very curious if they've made it into the book in some capacity, and I actually don't tend to do that with
That's
my
so
books.
true though. Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, yeah, okay. I used to get that question a lot too. Like, am I in your book? No. Calm down. You're not that special.
No.
So a while ago, we had an interview with Mark Gregson. Do you guys remember that?
Oh yeah. Mhm.
One thing he mentioned is, actually, I don't think he mentioned it to us, but he mentioned it in a TikTok he posted, that he doesn't put his students into a book unless he's gonna kill them, right? And so his students would be like, "Oh, Mr. Gregson, unalive me, unalive me." When I saw that, I did that once in a prologue to The Manipulation of Will. I had a character named, well, maybe I shouldn't say, but it was named after one of my students who
really?
he ended
No
up
way.
like.
That's amazing.
But I told him about it and he thought it was funny. And anyway, but yeah, you're right, Adam. Like people were always like, put me in the book.
Yeah.
So I started telling my students like, okay, I'll put you in the book, but I'll probably kill you off.
Oh, that is
That's awesome.
really
Yeah.
funny.
I can dig that.
But no, I don't typically put people in my book. However, I do want to point out the fact that this book has been spent being written while I've been working full time. And so I'm around my coworkers 40 hours a week, and you start to kind of like observe their mannerisms and maybe even be inspired by some of their quirks. So I will say that sometimes their behaviors show up in my book, and maybe I take pieces of certain individuals that I know and I mash them into one person and then create somebody new. However, this is really fun. So I have a coworker named Sterling. Hi, Sterling. I'm sure you're watching this. And
better be
Does he
watching
actually
it.
watch our videos?
I have actually told him about
Really?
your videos,
Oh, okay,
and
cool.
everybody's gonna watch it
Oh, because you're
because I'm
nice.
because I'm in it.
Sterling, drop a comment below, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Say
now
hello.
you have to.
And if you don't subscribe, then you're dead. No,
Oh, he'll love that. No, but he is so he actually has really great self-esteem, but he is bald and he's kind of a younger guy. He's in his mid-30s. And he's really good-natured about it. And I think he came up to me one time and he was just like, "Hey, you need to put a bald guy in your story."
And now they're all bald.
Now they're all bald.
He really ran with it. He was totally cool with it. I ended up being like, "Hey, I'll make the villain bald." And he's like, "Even better." You know, he really championed it. And then I kind of was like, "Well, now it's turned into a whole thing. He has to have a posse and they're all bald, and if nobody's bald or if like somebody's not bald, then they're out." You know, he's really self-conscious about it.
But if everyone is bald, then no one is.
Exactly. I think that's what's going on in the main villain's head. Yeah. Gideon Hurricane is the villain. Also, actually, really fast. I wanted to talk about, in addition to people that inspired my my writing, Flinchy the cow is actually inspired by my dog. And the reason for that is because my dog, she's a golden retriever. Her name is Scotch. She's getting older. So she's really restless at night. She can be kind of loud. She throws tantrums when she doesn't feel like she's listened to. And when we're walking on the trail, she will actually veer into oncoming bikers and runners.
Oh, jeez.
And there's a deleted scene that you guys will get in a newsletter where Flinchy the cow does this while she's on the road. And there's like this really mean, angry wagon driver.
That's hilarious.
It's really funny. She also, biggest thing, Scotch will lay down and she'll just go. She'll just make the biggest dad noises when laying down in a couch. And I just thought, wow, this cow has to have all of them. And so in the book, it's very delightful. There are 10 things to know about this cow. And they're all just like, she's stubborn, she's stinky, she glitters, we don't know why, can't explain it, you know, things like that. And they're kind of derived from my dog being so ridiculous.
That's so good.
But
That's amazing.
yeah, probably the most one-to-one inspirational character in my life.
Nice.
Right on. There you go. So, Mindy, you are self-publishing this novel. What made you decide to self-publish rather than trad?
Yeah. Now that I'm in the throes of self-publishing, I am asking myself the same question.
It's hard work.
Yeah, no. I think ultimately it ended up being something like I had a friend in the car with me one time just kind of say, "Hey, your work is really good and you need to stop being so scared, I guess, of doing anything with it." Um And so that's kind of the motion that set me forward was, okay, I need to do something with it. And then traditional publishing has a lot of perks. Self-publishing has a lot of perks, but they both have their cons. And I really wanted, maybe it is a little rushy, And I'm just going to kind of go with it and embrace it. But I really wanted to do something by my 30th birthday. By my 30th year of life, I wanted to say that I did something with this dream that I've had since I was 13. I've been writing for so long. And I wanted to show something with my creative writing degree. That way I could kind of justify it a little bit, I guess. But I could have waited. I could have done the slush slurry, querying with agents and traditional publishers. And I didn't know how long that was going to take, and it wasn't a guaranteed thing.
Yeah.
But self-publishing is a guaranteed thing. It's just either option's probably not going to be full of success, especially with my first book. So I just thought, well, what if I got it over with? And additionally, a really big benefit to this is that I am testing myself in terms of my ambition, my motivation, my capabilities. So I'm developing myself in a way that I think is really exciting. I've felt really in tune with the writing world since beginning this, in the publishing world in particular. I thought maybe this would be a really cool career to get into. So it's brought about some really good ideas and pathways forward in life. And obviously, we're going together on a company
Yep. Yeah, that's
for
true.
self-publishing, if only to self-publish our own stuff, but maybe to help consultation for other people who want to self-publish. And hopefully one day we could become an actual publisher. That would be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah.
That would be the dream.
Yep.
So self-publishing is kind of in that vein. Like I would love to give this a try and see what I'm capable of in my life and maybe make a career that isn't just a day job, which I've always accepted. I might always have to have a day job while I'm writing on the side, but it'd be cool to stay in the literary world as best I could. So self-publishing, let's try it.
Yeah, self-publishing is hard. And for those who don't know, you wear all the hats.
Yeah.
Like you are the writer, you're the editor, you're the typesetter, you are the publisher. Like you do it all.
And you're your own publicist, which is the worst part.
Yeah, your marketing. Yeah.
That's the part that I'm not looking forward to the most.
What's been the biggest hurdle, maybe the unexpected hurdle that you've experienced while going through this self-publishing journey?
That's a good question. So the thing is, I've done enough research that there shouldn't be unexpected hurdles. I know what's ahead of me and I know what to expect. However, something that did end up being unexpected was just how much I dislike social media. Um, I was already in that boat before this, and I knew I would have to return to it in order to accomplish what I want to accomplish. And that's the really crappy part about this, is that I don't want to do it, and I'm really bad at it. But another unexpected hurdle has actually been the dauntingness of it. It is so overwhelming, and I feel quite alone. And so I'm actually on a daily basis battling an emotional roller coaster, just up and down, where some days I'm like, I'm up here, I'm capable, I'm ambitious, I'm flying high, I can do this. And then I'm down here in the very trenches, just being like, my book's crap. Like I don't know what to do. I don't know what step to take. I don't know what my priority is, and I don't know. I'm not going to get any readers. You go through these things, but the confidence needs to be there in order to even attract your readers, and to help them feel like you've got something worth reading. And I think it's because of you guys. I think it's because of my workshop group that I have felt even remotely confident about my book. Yeah, I'll go through days where it's like, it's absolute crap.
Well, let's be abundantly clear about one thing. It is not crap. It is genuinely
Yeah.
one of my favorite books I've ever read. And I'm not just saying that as a friend. I enjoyed every single chapter I read during our workshop. So
Also, Mindy is easily the best writer out of all of us. Yeah.
Shut the hell up. Mindy, stop shaking your head. It's true.
Like for real. Like I mean, like we all have our strengths, but like just like as far as like well-roundedness as writing skill goes, I think Mindy has the highest level for sure.
Oh, that's really nice.
It's true.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe us,
You gotta read it.
gotta
Yeah,
read
gotta
it.
read it.
Yeah.
You'll
In
see. It's
April.
really good.
Yeah.
Is that when it's coming out? Is that the plan?
April 30th.
April
I'm
30th.
having a
Is that
launch
is it
party.
a Tuesday?
It's a Thursday.
Do you know books come out on Tuesdays? Like,
Is that a thing?
yeah, it's a thing.
Oh.
Brandon Sanderson recently talked about it.
Why
Really?
Tuesdays?
I don't know. He talked about it, but I don't know.
There must be an industry reason why
I'm sure
Tuesdays.
there is. Yeah.
Huh,
But
interesting.
don't sweat it.
Oh no, I guess I'm going against the flow.
Yep.
And I'm being edgy and unique
Someone's
that
gotta
way.
do it.
Yeah.
No, it was just
Someone's gotta help
it was
you
a
edge.
round date on the calendar. I just thought, okay, I can do it. It's actually probably even problematic to try and do a whole party on a Thursday night. Who would go to that?
Not me.
Wow, I would.
Mean? You are coming.
Yeah, of course. I'm coming.
But yeah, April 30th.
No,
Nice.
I'll just ask for
Yeah.
the next day off. or
I'm
something.
gonna do like a cover reveal on social media in March, I think.
Are you designing your own cover?
Yeah,
Nice.
I did design my own cover. It looks really cool.
Mindy's also an artist, and she's really talented that way as well.
I have to be careful, I guess, because some people in the self-publishing world think that if you think that you're full enough of yourself to do your own cover as well, that it's actually not going to be that good of a cover. But I genuinely think that it's really good.
Okay, cool.
So
I'm excited.
yeah, I think a thumbnail of it far away looks really good and inviting. So
I definitely couldn't do my own cover. It'd be poorly drawn stick figures.
A stick figure.
and really shy handwriting.
yeah. It's completely hand drawn. I mean, it's just digital art, but it's completely hand drawn, which will hopefully elevate it above maybe some authors kind of going into Photoshop and kind of collaging things together.
Yeah, with like a bunch of
know.
like foliage around the edges and
Which,
stupid long name.
no shade to you guys.
The part of the butt face. I don't know.
The fart of the butt face.
Yeah, that's like what all of like book titles are now.
The blank of the blank.
Yeah, the blank of the blank. Yeah.
But yeah, I did my own cover.
As a new author,
Mhm.
you are going to have new readers.
Mm-hmm.
To attract those new readers, what are some comp titles that you have thought about?
Yeah. So, your debut author, you don't really have an audience yet. I feel like my reach is going to be pretty local to begin with. And so I was hoping to just attract desert lovers, Utah locals, but also hopefully expanding to people who really like comedic things in their books. So novels like Dungeon Crawler Carl is really funny, a little campy, has a very specific irreverent humor. How to Become the Dark Lord and Die Trying by Django Wexler. I wouldn't say that these are necessarily very compy titles to what I'm writing because they're not Westerns, but they have that irreverent absurdism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, layered in them. And that's sort of that's the kind of target audience I want to get to. In terms of actual comp titles, though, I was reading a magical realism Western called The Bullet Swallower by Elizabeth Gonzalez James. Yeah, and this one isn't necessarily a fantasy Western like I'm trying to market. It's just a Western with magical realism in it. So it's got like the Grim Reaper and some magical family heritage stuff
Okay.
kind of going in between the generations. And I thought, okay, I love the aesthetic. I love the design of the book. I love like everything about it. I just want to add a little bit more magic, a little bit more fantasy to it, and have a few more rules involved than maybe just kind of like, oh, it just happens because it happens, right? So I would say that's a really good book to read, and if you are a fan of that book, same. I have some problems with maybe how she wrote certain parts of it, but it was really good. And then it'd be cool to attract Brandon Sanderson readers that read the Mistborn era too with Wax and Wayne.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't say my book is very like similar to his because he's got a lot going on. He's got a whole Cosmere.
Yeah, but I would say that if you enjoy Wayne's humor,
Yes.
you will love Harley and just the absurdism within that so much.
Yeah. So it's a little bit more local and smaller, lower stakes, I guess, in terms of the overall plot compared to like the End of the World, right?
Yeah.
But so Brandon Sanderson, Mistborn, and then I actually did do some research. I don't have enough time to read as widely and as much as I wanted to in order to find my comp titles, but I did some research and I found that there's a book called the Grimluck series by this this author, sorry, named Ashley Anderson. And it is about an orc cowboy in the same type of setting and stuff. And then there's another one called Coil Hunter by Dean C. Wilson. And that one's a toy maker mechanic turned bounty hunter in the wild north instead of the wild west, right? And goes kind of like on a revenge path. And is really rough around the edges, just like Harley is.
Very cool.
So I would say that those are probably some comparable titles.
Not to mention, you do such a good job of capturing the tone of a Western
Yeah.
that every time I read a chapter from your book, I wanted to hop right back into Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like a couple times, I actually reinstalled the game specifically because I read a chapter of yours that week, and I was like, I need some Western in my life. And,
I like listening to video game music while reading.
Yeah.
Like even our workshop pieces, and so I would usually put on like Red Dead soundtrack and listen to it while I was reading or something akin to that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
I even tried playing Red Dead Redemption because I was so like in that world and
You did
stuff,
for a
and
little
it was kind of fun.
Cool.
Got a little sick.
Cool. Motion sick?
Yeah.
That's why she like doesn't play video games.
Yeah.
I rarely get motion sick playing video games, but
I will for VR.
you know what one's got me motion sick? Sea of Thieves.
Oh yeah.
Just because like when you're out on the ocean on the
Yeah.
boat, like literally the rocking of the boat gets me seasick.
That's wild.
It's way wild. But that's only if I'm playing on my monitor, I'm like a little closer. If I'm playing on TV and I'm back a little bit, it's not as much of a risk. But
My boyfriend was like, "We need to get you playing Minecraft," and I'm like, "Wow, that makes me so sick."
Minecraft is so fun though.
Yeah. I played it a little bit.
I like playing Minecraft and watching Alone at the same time.
and watching what?
Alone.
Oh, the show.
The survival show.
That's really funny.
That's great.
While you're also keeping an eye out for creepers.
Yeah.
It's great.
Well, tell us where our viewers can get a copy of your book when it is time.
It's a good question.
Also, really quick, also tell us where we can find you, where people can find you, like your socials, website, etc.
Yeah. So I just barely built a newsletter. So I'm going to be handing out the newsletter form and QR code for everybody to sign up for emails. The cool part about my newsletter is that my Dear Flinchy has a lot of deleted scenes because I wanted it to be within a certain amount of words. And also, there's a lot of gaps in their journey that I'm expanding on just to give people more Kate and Harley, just their little antics. And so you will be getting bonus content in the newsletter for that stuff.
That's awesome.
I'm actually excited for that.
Yeah,
That's
So just more Kate
stuff
and Harley.
I haven't seen.
There. Exactly. And more ridiculous little antics from Harley being crazy, mean, and she gets better. She turns into a hero. That's all that matters, right? But
very Jack Sparrow energy.
Yes, I love Jack Sparrow.
That would have been a good comp title. I think just like side tangent, I think comp titles are like silly. I don't like doing them.
Yeah.
But I also think that I think it's too stringent. Like you can only comp books. Like no. Like if it's a story, I think you can comp it.
Pirates of the Caribbean, let's go.
Yeah, there you go.
But
especially
Western.
The first one.
Especially the first one, yeah. So you can find me on TikTok and Instagram if you just look up MT Christen and then maybe author.
Not EMTY Kristen. The letter M.
We'll put
Kristen.
it in the description.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes,
we'll
that's
link
good.
in the
That's
description.
good. Link me up. But yeah, so I'm on TikTok and Instagram right now, and then my newsletter, and so then we are gonna get a website going for our publishing company, and I'll be on that website with Adam eventually.
Inkcraftpublishing.org. Yeah.
Yes, but it's not built yet, so just wait 1 second.
We just got the domain yesterday.
Yeah. But so I'll be there as well. And then in terms of where to buy the book, obviously I plan on putting it on Amazon. Unfortunately.
Oh.
We hate Amazon, but it's the only
site
way.
that shall not be named.
Yeah. It's the only way as a debut author. So I do plan to have some ebooks as well, but I don't know that I want to put my ebook on Amazon, which it might be a little controversial. There are plenty of other ebook companies out there like
Nook and
Nook.
Is Kubo one?
Kubo is one of them. Yeah. There's quite a few. I've done a lot of research. But print on demand I want Amazon to have it. I also want it's going to be through Ingram Spark, so hopefully it'll be like in bookstores, libraries, if it has enough demand. So you guys should ask for some books from me. That'd be great.
And then I know this summer we were planning on attending some maybe like some like farmers markets for book daddies.
Yeah.
We can probably get some stuff set up there too to have some like if you're interested locally. You know.
Okay. That's what I'm doing.
Nice.
That's my plan is
Cool.
locally here in Utah, there's going to be farmers markets, craft events or festivals, I guess, even maybe some conventions that don't cost a lot of money to get into,
Yeah.
things like that I'm going to be setting up booths for. So I'm
Heck
going to
yeah.
have direct sales and books in person. So hopefully that'll be good.
And that'd be the best way to support you if you're here in Utah.
The best way would be to buy directly from me. Yeah, because, print aggregate distributors all take a portion from you. So,
Indeed.
Cool. Is there anything else?
Not that comes to mind.
cool.
Cool. Well, let's
Yeah.
talk briefly about our upcoming giveaway.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, we're going to be doing a giveaway of Stardust Grail, and that is in celebration of our up and coming 100 subscribers on YouTube. We are standing, as of yesterday when I checked, at 95 subscribers, and so we were super close to 100. And to celebrate getting to 100, we want to do a giveaway of that book. And so what we need from you guys is one, subscribe. That is like the most important thing. However, YouTube has this thing where you can turn off whether or not you show up as a subscriber or not. So we're not going to be able to pull the giveaway from our subscriber list. So if you want to enter this giveaway, make sure you leave a comment in this video. And we will also be doing reminder videos, shorts. So anytime you see one of those, go ahead and leave a comment in there if you want to enter the giveaway, and then we will be drawing from the comments in there. So go ahead and leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, get us to 100, and being able to do stuff like this, like giveaways. Like this is stuff that we pay out of pocket for. Like we're not sponsored by anything. We're not even paid by YouTube at this point, obviously. So we're doing this because we want to show appreciation for you guys, and that is the sole reason. So thank you, and let's get to 100.
Yep, we anticipate that's going to happen in the next couple of days, probably. So our next video, which will be the full review of the Stardust Grail.
Yep.
That's when we're gonna kick off the giveaway.
Yeah. That's when we'll do the announcement of the giveaway, I think, right?
Yeah.
And that will be on. Let's see, we'll be recording that the 21st of this month of February, and we'll either have it up that same day, if not the 22nd. So,
Cool.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, you guys really gotta subscribe to these guys.
We're pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they're pretty cool.
All right, cool. Well, thank you if you stuck around this whole time, seriously, thank you so much. We had a good time with this interview.
Yeah, it was really fun.
I hope this isn't your last time on the podcast either.
I hope so too.
We would love to have you back and talk more post book launch and see how that's going for you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I would love to.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, can I get an oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Cut it, Trevor. The red light is still on.